I never really thought about talking about D&D or RP or anything that I do with my friends on the side. I I made this channel a long time ago because I thought that I could actually make something that people would enjoy and I would enjoy doing it. But I honestly didn't really feel like whatever I was making was bringing joy to anyone. That's the funny thing. When you start thinking about other people's enjoyment of your own work and stop thinking about what you're doing, it can cause a lot of issues. More so if you're not having fun doing it. Whenever I made something, I was having fun doing that process. If I made a game, I would be enjoying that whole work. If I was doing a video, I would enjoy it. But I would always have this inkling in the back of my head that says, no one's going to watch this, or hey, no one's going to enjoy this, or hey, no one's going to play this, and that stops me from doing a lot of stuff. I think I think when I announced I was making my game, that's kind of when all this hit me. I felt like the game I was making wasn't going to be good enough. The friends who tried it out in like some testing phases of it were enjoying it to be sure enough, but I also felt like because they're my friends, they were just saying that. I never really felt whatever I would make would actually lead to anyone enjoying anything. But while making my game, I would often do a thing which was basically RP with some of my friends, someone to enjoy the game anyway, because they were interested in the story, and I was looking for characters, ideas for people who the player would interact with. So I gave my friends questions. What would you do if you were in this situation? What would you want to be in this world? Using these core concepts that made up this world. I explained my world. They seemed interested in front of me, and I was able to tell them everything I felt about this world, and then ask them, so what do you think? Where would you be? And the interactivity made it so I was enjoying it. I kind of gave up on the game while doing that because instead of just making something that would eventually go out and I won't really get to see the interactions of it, I was right there sitting across from someone who was actively listening to whatever the hell I had to say, whatever the hell I wanted to do, and was responding, telling me just as excitedly what they wanted to. That was a good feeling. So slowly I actually just started moving into D&D RP because of this fact that I was getting positive feedback right away. I was able to see right away if something was good or bad. And during the time I was making my game, I had little bits of depression and the like. Who hasn't when you're growing up as a teenager and such? But having this true feeling, as if whatever I was doing mattered, got me through a lot. That feeling screwed over some of the story. Like I would mess up some of my storylines by having my own darker thoughts not work with what I wanted to actually be saying. But in the end, we created a long-lasting 7-year world, maybe even longer than that now. It's since middle school, and it was great. I still kind of do it too. That same world 7-ish years ago, maybe longer, we sometimes get together and can talk about it. My fiance even was part of it for a while and still is. She's actually upset that I hadn't continued with her particular story because I'm waiting for other people, quote unquote. Really, I think at this point it's an issue of power creep and a few other things, and also because I'm starting other projects with my friends that just causes it to kind of linger. I want to continue that, but I don't know. I guess the other issue is now that I built up such a big world, such a long history, I don't want to screw it up. And that's where this comes in. I think that I want to start something. On this channel, I'm going to start telling the stories of my various worlds. I will label each one accordingly, put them in the right playlist, and I'm going to start something. Do I think people will enjoy it? Maybe, maybe not. Editing wise, I'm new to it, so it's going to build up over time, and my fiance probably can help me with that. I think that this can be a good thing, and if more people like it, I can make it into a bigger thing. If people don't, I'll just leave it for me and my friends. They never really steered me wrong, and they have done a lot. So I think that's going to be a great idea. We're going to start something that could become more. The stories we tell could one day rival many other great stories, I'm sure. Am I a good storyteller? I will find that out. Because this is my return to storytelling.